Hello, welcome to Biology for You. In this video, we are going to discuss DNA polymerases in eukaryotes. In the series of videos, we have been discussing different concepts in molecular biology. In this video, we are going to have the idea behind the discovery of DNA polymerases from eukaryotes. So basically, coming back to the prokaryotic DNA polymerases, there are three DNA polymerase 1, 2, 3 as major replicating enzymes, and there are also other DNA polymerases in the prokaryotes, DNA polymerase 4 and 5 discovered later, but these two are not having the replicative function. So likewise, in the eukaryotes also there are 5 kinds of DNA polymerases. DNA polymerase alpha, epsilon, delta, gamma and beta. So these are the 5 types of DNA polymerases from eukaryotic DNA for the eukaryotic DNA replication. So basically these are discovered as the cell-free extracts of the eukaryotic cells were treated with the SV40 animal virus. Basically SV40 is a animal virus that can be replicated in vitro using these cell-free extracts from the eukaryotes. So based on that kind of experiment, they isolated different components present in the cell-free extracts that are making the viral DNA to replicate. So that kind of different enzymes were isolated, and those are named as alpha, epsilon, delta, gamma and beta. These 5 are the major DNA polymerases discovered. So here, what are the functions of these DNA polymerases in eukaryotes? These are having different functions, and mutational analysis were carried, and the functions of the different DNA polymerases were assigned. Basically, based on the location itself, the polymerase gamma function was determined. That means all remaining polymerases are located in the nucleus and DNA gamma is the only DNA polymerase present in the mitochondria. So the function is also assigned based on the location of it in the mitochondria. That means it may not be the replicative enzyme for the nuclear DNA replication, but it may helpful in the mitochondrial DNA replication. So that is how the function of gamma polymerase got assigned and got discovered. So based on the other character, that means basically alpha, epsilon, delta, these 3 enzymes are very active in dividing cells. So scientists observed that these 3 enzymes, alpha, epsilon and delta, are active in dividing cells. So in dividing cells, they find these 3 kind of enzymes predominantly, and they observed that DNA polymerase beta is not active and predominant enzyme in the dividing cells, but it is a active enzyme during the non-dividing cells. So the function of the beta enzyme is also implied. That means it may be essential enzyme for the repair. So it may not be involved in the DNA replication because the dividing cells are subjected to DNA replication repeatedly. So it may not be a part of replicative enzyme in the dividing cells. So it might have important role that is being played in the process called DNA repairs. And The other thing is the alpha, epsilon, delta. These three are considered to be major replicating enzymes. So basically, the further evidence for the identification of these three as major replicating enzymes were carried by two kinds of experiments. One is cell-free extracts. Extracts from eukaryotic cells are added onto the culture's animal virus cells, that is SV40 virus. So these cell-free extracts which are added onto the animal virus are allowed the animal virus viral DNA to replicate. So they used three different components and understood what is the which are majorly involved in the replication. And also the other kind of experiment was carried using yeasts, because they understood that yeast and mammals have the same replicative enzymes. That means they also found these alpha, epsilon, delta and all replicative enzymes in the yeasts. So eukaryotic replicative enzymes also observed in the yeast as well as mammalian cells, so that yeast cells can be used for the experimental purposes easily, and they can they generally subjected to the in vitro replications, in vitro analysis. So that is much easier than to deal with the mammalian cells. So powerful yeast genetics can be applied to understood the mechanism or the functions of the different polymerases. So these two kinds of experiments was carried. That means the yeast genetics to understand the replication of the yeast DNAs using the different enzymes that are present in it, and also the studies of cell-free extracts on the animal viruses was also helped to understand the functions of different enzymes. So basically, in yeast and animal viruses, all three are present. These three replicative enzymes are present: alpha, epsilon and delta. So they understood that these three are main replicative enzymes, and the function of epsilon was not actually properly understood, because this is actually not directly involved in the replicative function. So despite of the functional epsilon replicative enzyme, these two systems are able to replicate their DNAs. So still there is a question of understanding the function of epsilon DNA replicase, and the alpha and delta. We remain with alpha and delta. So these two are considered as main replicative enzymes, because absence of alpha and delta replication is being stopped in eukaryotes, and epsilon is also important in the DNA replication, because absence of epsilon is also DNA replication is not possible, but for the it is not directly involved in the DNA replication. So here later it was understood that alpha is the primase carrier. That means it brings the primase to the site of replication. It is actually a primase, and delta is the main replicative enzyme to replicate leading strand and the lagging strand. So this is how scientists understood the functions of different replicative enzymes in the eukaryotes. So hope you understand this concept, and if you like, share, and if you like this video, like, share and subscribe to my channel, and press bell icon for the further notifications. Thank you.